Hello everyone, this is Vicky here today designing for Bramble Fox, and I'm using a title from the store and some items from the Fox box this month. Excuse any noise you hear in the background, I have building work going on and it's just finding time to do these things when, when there's noise. Okay, so you saw the perspectives there that I've got the holidays and the little gnomes. Are they Nordic gnomes? I don't know. And the little sort of soldiers. So I've got this collection, which is Coco Vanilla's Christmas collection. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head now, but it's really cute. It's lovely, soft colours, really pretty. And I've got this photo of me and my husband, and I've got a Santa hat on. So my idea here, because the title is Holidays, I thought the days of December are on this piece of paper. So I wanted to cut these squares up and have several on there with the different days in a vertical design, and then put the title over to the right as you see. Now the title's white and my background's white, so I wanted to put something on this. So first up, I sand it very lightly because it's got very shiny coating on it. And then I'm using Nuvo Glimmer Paste. And I'm just using my finger and putting some over the title. And super simple, dried really well, really quickly, but it just gives that title a nice glittery finish. And I was really, really happy with how that turned out. So if you've got any of this Nuvo Glimmer Paste, give it a go. I guess it could work with any glitter glue, really. Just dab it on. Don't dab it on too thick because it would take ages to dry, but just a nice thin layer was perfect. So using this same piece of paper that I cut the numbers out of, I'm just cutting out also some of these little images from it. So these trees and a few other things, which I skipped through just so that you didn't have to watch me do all of that. And I also pulled out this piece of paper which has got some florals on and cut out 3 of the florals on that. Again, I'm just going to skip through that so that you don't have to watch me cutting them out. So I've used essentially one piece of paper plus one small piece. So there's not lots of items on here. I'm going to use a couple of die cuts in a minute, but it's not heavy on the embellishments, which means that it just shows you how versatile a piece of paper can be. Okay, so I pull out these trees, which are in the die cuts pack, and I decide to put them just under Holidays so that I can see it a little better. So it just gives a bit of colour behind those. So I'm quite happy with how that looks. So I'm going to take all my bits and pieces off, and I'm going to look at sorting out these numbers. So I just want them to be sort of messily arranged down the side of the page, nothing too tidy. So I'm going to distress the edges of each of the squares just to add that extra bit of texture to my page. There we go. I put the numbers in numerical order except for the 25, which ends at the top, but that's okay. So those are all distressed, and now I'm going to start to stick them down once I've done a bit of arrangement on them. The trouble is you arrange these things and then they always move when you start to stick things down anyway, but I'm happy with how it turns out in the end. So okay, so I'm going to stick them down. I'm just using double-sided tape loosely on them to stick them down. They don't have to be stuck super well all around the edges, just enough to keep them on the page. Okay, so here we go. Oh, it's a creaky chair, and now my dog, I've just looked down at my dog and he's sat under my desk staring at me longingly. He wants to go and see the builders. Okay, so all of these are stuck down now, and I'm going to, I think, start to, oh, here we go. We're going to foam the picture first. So just put some sticky back foam on the back of the picture, just so that that raises it off the page a little bit to make it stand out. There we go. I'm going to stick that down and the trees underneath the title. So So I'm happy with how that looks. Sticking down the photo, so that's not going to move. Sticking down the title because that's also not going to move. That's just Scotch tacky glue in my fine liner bottle there. I've just opened my last bottle of that, so I'll have to order some more. Reminder to myself. So now I'm going to start to lay out these perspectives and the other bits and pieces that I cut out earlier. Just figuring out where to put them. I'm going to put the little house there to extend out from the trees. I think that looks pretty cute there. And then I'm going to put some foam onto the back of some of these embellishments I cut out and stick some others straight down. So I've just skipped through that process. There we go. So I've stuck down all those little bits and pieces that that I cut out before. I'm just going to stick down this final floral here. Okay, so my final step is going to be some splatters, and I just want very, very subtle splatters. So I use a bit more of this glimmer paste mixed with water and then splattered onto the page. And you can't see them here on this very well, but they just give a subtle shimmer to the whole layout, to the whole final layout, which I think looks really sweet. And that's it. That is everything. So upcoming is the final layout. Yep, there it is. That's the final layout. I hope it gives you some inspiration for your Foxbox and for the store perspectives as well. Love to see what you do with those gnomes. I think they're just gorgeous. You can see the sparkle there on the title. It looks really cute, I think. Thank you so, so much for watching. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit like if you like my video. And I will see you next time. This has been Vicky for Bramble Fox. Bye-bye.